Hey guys, so I also want to make a quick little video here comparing the new Galaxy Note 2, the N7100 versus the Galaxy S3. So of course this is two 2012 high-end smartphones from Samsung when we talk about Android. And the big difference between these two in the beginning is that the Galaxy Note 2 is bigger. That's the big difference between these two phones, okay? So let's go over some things. Of course, these both two phones are available in 4G and 3G variants. The interesting thing about the Galaxy Note 2 is gonna see if it's gonna be having a quad-core processor that works. A quad-core processor, so they don't have to replace it in the States with the dual-core like Snapdragon S4 processor. That's going to be interesting to see. The Galaxy Note 2 that got unveiled today, I've been making videos about it, full specs and stuff like that. And so if you want to check those things out, then you can go ahead and do so. It's going to be mainly use the comparison here. So the first question, if you're going to buy either one of these, is you want to ask yourself, what are you looking for? Are you looking for a big phone, or are you looking for a little bit of smaller phone, but still a high-end phone? And also the pen, you get a pen with the Galaxy Note, so that's something that you have to think about. So as I said, the big difference here is how much, that the Galaxy Note is bigger, 180 grams versus 133 grams on the Galaxy S3. Also the Galaxy S3 is thinner, 8.6 millimeters versus 9.4 millimeters on the Galaxy Note 2. If you go here to display, both are using a 720p display, both are using Super AMOLED display, Super AMOLED HD, and of course you get a higher PPI on the Galaxy S3 because it's 4.8 inch versus 5.5 inch on the Galaxy Note. The 5.5 inch, I think that will be the biggest phone available to date, that you can buy and use as a phone. So both are using Gorilla Glass 2 as well, and my experience with Gorilla Glass 2 is that it's kind of durable. I mean, like, I've been throwing my Galaxy S3 at parties, down to the floor and a lot, and I've only been getting a few scratches, and then I got a big fat hit here, so it did smash. But that was only my fault. If I would have been more careful, not throwing it to the ground, it's going to be extremely durable for you. So Gorilla Glass 2 better than the first version of Gorilla Glass that was on the Galaxy S2 and the Galaxy Note. And then of course 60 both will be available with micro SD, and they are all available in different variants, 16, 32 and 64 gigabyte, built in, and then of course you have the micro SD there. And one very big thing here about the international variant, of the Galaxy S3 is only 1 gigabyte of RAM, while the international variant of the Galaxy Note is going to be 2 gigabytes of RAM. And I do know that there is a US variant of like the Galaxy S3 that will come with, or that is out like with 2 gigabytes of RAM. I don't remember what it was being called right now and what kind of carrier it was using, but there is a variant like that. And this was something that I was hoping forward to see on the Galaxy S3, 2 gigabytes of RAM, but we didn't see that, but we're now seeing it with the Galaxy Note. So something that's very good if you're a big multitasker. I definitely think that you will see a difference there, and it feels nice that you won't hit that limit of 1 gigabyte. The camera also same here, both of course using NFC, but the camera is 8 megapixels on both, and they're both using the latest, the new Galaxy Note will be launched with the latest version of Android 4.1 Jelly Bean, but that's in a month from now. And I think that the Galaxy S3 that's still running on 4.0.4 will be getting the 4.1 Jelly Bean update out before the Galaxy Note 2 will be out of the market. So both will be rocking 4.1 Jelly Bean, and I think that you will have burst mode on the camera on the Galaxy Note just as you did with the Galaxy S3, but they didn't show off the camera or anything like that, so they probably come the same as in the Galaxy S3. Both, of course, using the same Exynos chipset 4412, Exynos 4. And then also you can see that they've overclocked the processor, though, on the Galaxy Note to 1.6 GHz quad-core Cortex A9, while it's a 1.4 GHz Cortex A9 on the Galaxy S3. But I think if you go to the XDA Developers Forum, you can overclock your Galaxy S3 as well. Same GPU here should be overclocked on the Galaxy S or Galaxy Note, just as with the Galaxy S3, Mali 400 MP. But yeah, the big thing is basically that if you need a pen, go with the Note. But the big thing you have to ask yourself, 5.5 inch, is that something for you? Because it did take me a week to get used to the first Note, and I'm pretty sure I will get used to this new Note because it's a little longer, but it's not wider. So it's not wider like the Ultra Optimus Vu, that's very wide. And also the aspect ratio has been changed from the Galaxy Note 2, from the original Galaxy Note to 16:9 aspect ratio, compared to 16:10 on the original Galaxy Note. Colors, of course, there are more colors right now with the Galaxy S3: blue, marble white, amber brown, garnet red, sapphire black, titanium gray. There will only be available 2 colors of the Galaxy Note 2 here in the beginning: titanium gray and marble white. So that's also something that you may want to know. Also, you get a ton of S Pen apps and a ton of small thing with the S Pen that's been tweaked with the new Galaxy Note. And the TouchWiz UI. Of course, you don't get like any S Pen apps with the Galaxy S3 because you don't have that pen. And I really enjoy that pen, when I was taking screenshots and stuff like that, and that you will have this new pop-up note and things. That's pretty cool. And also the battery is pretty big here. 2100 milliamp on the Galaxy S3. You're gonna get 3100 milliamps on the Galaxy Note 2. So I think that the battery is probably gonna be better on the Galaxy Note 2 than on the Galaxy S3, just because sure, it has a little bigger display, but 3100 milliamp, that's crazy, that's awesome. So I'm probably gonna get my hands-on review when I can pick up the Galaxy Note 2 in October. I can't pick it up right now because it's not available. When I do this video, they just unveiled it on an event today, IFA in IFA Berlin, or on the IFA event in Berlin, Samsung Unpacked. So that was quite an event, that was quite awesome. Also made a comparison video, Galaxy Note 2 versus the original Galaxy Note, if you want to go ahead and check out that. I also have a full specs video of the Galaxy Note, I also have a few pictures and all those things. So pretty sweet, hope you enjoy it. And I will see you all in the next video, hopefully. I have a few surprises coming up like tomorrow. Or at least one, so that's gonna be pretty sweet. So I hope you stay tuned for more videos from me, and if you like them, you can subscribe. And yeah, you just have an awesome day, and I will see you all someday, hopefully.